All right, can you guys hear me now? President accounted for. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. All right. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. All right. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? We're doing some sound checks. Can everyone hear no? How's the sound? Good, good. All right, let's get everything up and running. No, we can. Okay. All right, I think that covers that. As I was saying, welcome back to the afternoon session. And it is halftime TV, and we're covering track and field action, 100 meters semifinal for women. And then afterwards, we'll be doing the finals. So, how it will work is we'll do the watch along for the women, and then we'll take a short break, and then we'll be back for the final. So, we'll do the semifinal, and then we'll be back for the final. First thing first, as soon as you hop onto the live stream, smash the like button. If you're new to Halftime TV, don't forget to subscribe. And for those who have already subscribed, thank you so very much. We've already crossed that 20,000 subscription mark. The next stop is 50,000. So let's make it happen this weekend. All right. Next up, 50,000. Let's get it done this weekend. Security lockout, Shelly and Sha'Carri. Let's talk about that as well. But I know time is of the essence. We have some action happening now. Let me just pull out and provide a quick update for those who weren't able to join us this morning. All three of the Jamaican athletes, they're through to the semifinal round of the 100 meters for men. So if you didn't get to join us this morning, well, I'm pretty sure it's all over social media by now. All of the Jamaican athletes are through to the semifinal for the 100 meters for men. Jamaica's Adele Tracy, she missed out this morning as she finished 5th in her heat, and this is the repechage rule, which allowed them an additional shot at making it through to the next round. So Adele Tracy finished 5th with a time of 2 minutes, 0.3 seconds, which was not good enough to progress to the next stage. Okay. Continuing, for those who are here only for the women's 100 meter semifinal, let's provide a little bit of an update on that. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Sha'Carri Richardson, they were locked out of the athletes' village this morning because they weren't traveling with the respective buses. I think that's been the main news coming out of Paris, and it's been all over social media, everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. Will this have an impact on the athletes' performances? We'll see. We'll see if it will have an impact on their performance. But Sha'Carri Richardson, we could see her sitting in a corner waiting to be allowed into the athletes' village. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce trying to get some clarity on the reasoning behind her refusal to enter, well, her denial of entry to the athletes' village. Since then, we've heard and we've seen multiple videos surface online. So Paris Olympics is having a lot going on, which is not pleasing to the world. No, the race is not going to be shown here. So if you're here and you want to watch a race, let me say no. You will not be able to see the race here. This is just a watch along, or a watch party as we like to call it. So we come together and we talk track and field, and I provide you with a descriptive assessment of what's happening in Paris. All right. So I don't want you guys to be waiting to see the race, and then when you don't get to see the race, you're furious. No. Someone said the sound is in and out. Let me know if the sound is still in and out, folks. Can you hear me clearly? How is the sound going now? where can you watch the race? Depending on where you are, you can download the One Spot Media app. You can watch it via One Spot Media. If you choose Sportsmax, they're bringing it as well. There's also Peacock in the United States. You can do it there. In Canada, you can use CBC Sports. It's free via CBC Gem, so you can check it out there. So that's all I have for now. So Sportsmax, you can use it on your mobile devices. You can watch it on Sportsmax there. If you're in the United States, you can use Peacock, or you can watch it via One Spot Media. If you're in Canada, CBC Sports. I hope either one of those works for you. All right, so 1:33, where I'm at, the race will kick off. The first race for women will kick off at 1:50. Yep, 1:50, the first race for women, and this is a semifinal. In semifinal number 1, and while we wait, we still have a couple of minutes to go. So let me just provide you with some information on what is to come. All right, so if you can see my screen, drop some fire emoji while I hold the athletes back. If you can see my screen, drop some fire emoji in the comment section, or better, you can even drop some flags. We appreciate those as well. All right, we're giving it a minute. We're waiting on you guys to get this live stream up to 100 likes. So as soon as it gets to 100 likes, we will continue the coverage. But let's give it a small pause right now while the live builds up. All right, I don't want to go over and over and over, so we'll just give it a couple of minutes while those likes come in, and those who turn the notification on, they get their notifications, etc. In the meantime, between time, big shout out to our sponsors, Quicklink Shipping and Zivara Enterprise, for all your digital, your camera needs, whether it's wedding, birthday parties, etc. Zivara Enterprise has you covered. So you can check them out. The same thing for Quicklink Shipping. Anything you need shipped into Jamaica, they have you covered. Could even be a ship. Reach out to Quicklink Shipping. They'll ship it to you. Okay. And they have the best prices as well. Let me don't forget that bit. So let's get the stream to 100 likes real quick. So keep on smashing that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Because as I said, we're just going to do one quick run through. Don't want it to be a case where some folks who join us late, we have to be going back to ensure that they are kept into the they're kept in the loop. So, and also let me go ahead and even put let me get our poll going, because usually we have a poll going. Mm-hmm. Let's get the show started. All right, so big up again. We've inserted the poll. We've inserted the poll. So for those who want to weigh in, we have it now. Go ahead and share your thoughts there. Drop those votes there. As I said, we need to get to 100 likes real quick, and I'm going to check where it's at now. We're going to check where it's at because I don't see why we have almost 1,000 folks on here and we're struggling to get to 100 likes. Come on. Well, we're at 150, so let's do 200 then. At 150, let's do 200 real quick. 700 people here, and for those who are just passers by, remember, subscribe to the channel, subscribe and like. The 30 Douglas Anderson, hilarious. But yeah, let's get down to business. So in semi-final number 1, the starters are as follows: Zainab Dosso out of Italy. In lane 2, we have Rani Rosius out of Belgium. Sasha Lee Forbes, the Jamaican representative, lines up next to Melissa Jefferson out of the United States, who runs out of lane 4. In lane 5, we have Dina Asher-Smith out of Great Britain, always a competent competitor. Yua Swoboda out of Poland. In lane 7, we have none other than the lady herself, Marie-Josée Toulouse-Smith out of Cote d'Ivoire or Ivory Coast. Mujinga Kambunji runs out of lane 8. And in lane 9, we have Boglarka Takacs out of Hungary. Those are your starters for the first of 3 semifinals in the women's 100 meters. If you don't know how it works, let me scroll up a little bit. Remember, first 2 in each heat will qualify to the next round, and then we'll have the 2 fastest, third place? Yeah. So the 2 fastest, 3rd or 4th place, whichever way you fall. So for example, if there's a race where 3rd and 4th have the fastest time or have faster times than 3rd place in the other 2 races, 3rd and 4th will progress from that specific or that particular race. Okay. I'm praying for Shelly. Okay. So again, for clarity, the first 2 from each race is guaranteed a place in the final. First 2 guaranteed. So for the Jamaican athletes, they need to ensure that they finish either 1st or 2nd, because only those 2 are guaranteed. The next 2 fastest times will progress to the next round. What that means is, and this is me repeating myself, if you finish 4th in one of the races and your time is faster than 3rd place in one of the other races, then you will, if your time is faster than 3rd place in the other 2 races, then you will move on to the finals. Make sense? All right. If it doesn't make sense, let me know, and we'll provide a little bit more clarity in the comment section as per usual. Remember, as well, Halftime TV family, get those votes in. Get those votes in. I see the votes. The votes are coming in. 158 votes so far, with 50-50 say yes and no. Will the lockout influence Shelly and Sha'Carri's performance in the semis? 50% saying yes, 50% saying no. Well, will I see the original race? No, you will not. So this is just a watch-along coverage. So if you want to see the original race, you can watch it on CBC Sports. If you're in Canada, you can watch it on Peacock. If you're in the United States, you can also download or watch it through One Spot Media. So One Spot Media, which is a Jamaican online platform, it allows you to purchase a subscription and watch. Don't worry, important call came in just now. Okay. continuing. So on to semi-final number 2. Semi-final number 2, we have Rosemary Chukwuma out of Nigeria, Bree Masters out of Australia, Imani Lansiko out of Great Britain, Gina Bass and the entire Gambian massive will be supporting her. She runs out of lane 4. Shelly and Fraser Price, Mommy Rocket herself, runs out of lane 5. So she's lined up next to Julian Alfred, who is sandwiched by Shakari Richardson and Fraser Price. So lane 5, 6, and 7, those are the 3 contenders to finish 1, 2, 3 in this particular race. In lane number 8, we have Patricia van der Vieken out of Luxembourg and Gladimar Torres, who registered a national record for Puerto Rico in the previous round, runs out of lane number 9. All right, so for the final semifinal, so this is 3 or the third of 3. We have Leah Bertrand representing Trinidad and Tobago with a season's best of 11.09 seconds. Leah runs out of lane 1. Lane 2, we have Carolina Manasova with 11.11 season's best and personal best. Zoe Hobbs in lane 3 with 11.08 as her season's best. We have Daryl Nita, Audrey Leduc, and Tia Clayton filling out lane 4, 5, and 6. In lane 7, we have the enigmatic Twanisha Terry, or TT Terry, representing the United States of America. Gina Luken-Kemper, representing Germany, runs out to lane 8. And in lane 9, we have Delphine Encansa. So, before anything kicks off, let me just jump over to the comment section and give our loyal Halftime TV viewers a big shout out. So, Shirlene Reed, big up yourself. Saskia Garden, welcome. Virtual Insanity, big up yourself. O'Neill, blessings as always. Who else do we have over here? We're giving everybody a shout out. Douglas Anderson, Birdview, Malachi, welcome back, Malachi. You were here with us this morning and you're back here again. Hazel Davis, good afternoon. Kia Empire, Sherlene, Sir Mike C, V Brown, Daily Devotion with CJ Richardson, big up yourself. Big shout out to Yvette Folks. Big up everybody. Weather and things of interest. Big up as well. Yakim Smith, Fran Neptune, big shout out to you as well. Lisa Campbell, welcome. Carol Dawson, good afternoon. Sherlene, Victor, Naturally Mar, Greg Owens, Lionel Sims, Y Pre, Nichelle Israel. Big up Lady Israel. Big up Lady Israel. Big up Lady Israel. Rise moment. And I can't go all the way back, but blessings to everyone who's tuned in. Remember, drop your flag in the comment section as per usual. Drop your flags in the comment section. We like to see those flags, adding a little bit of color to the channel, adding a little bit of color to the comments section. Okay, so ready to cheer Jamaica. We have the goods here now. Have it. So a lot of waving happening, but this is just a semi-final. This is just the semi-final. So the excitement, the pod covers and all of that, they're coming out for the final. Fair? Pod covers coming out for the finals. All right. I'm watching it on CBC Sports. All right. As we continue or wait for the women's 100-meter semifinal, again, let's see what else we have happening. Okay, we have some football. Hold on, let's check it out. Okay, so we're getting some news here that's saying Shelley and Fraser Price will not be in the semifinal of the women's 100 meters. Asher Smith in lane 5. Are there any entering the starting gate? All right, so the athletes are making their way out now. Again, this is semifinal number 1. The starters, Zainab Dosso, Rani Rossios, Sasha Lee Forbes, Melissa Jefferson, Dina Asher Smith, Yua Soboda, Marie Jose Talu, Mujinga Kambunji, and Maglarka Takax. Channel 4 live, yeah. Folks, if you're watching it on CBC, if you're watching it on CBC Sports, what you probably have to do is you have to look for the track and field or the track and field live specifically. Okay, so the athletes are on their marks right now. On their marks, set, and they're off. So clean start. Sasha Lee Forbes looks good. Does she have enough in the tank as she fades away right now? Marie Jose Talu powering on the outside. Talu looks as if she's second. Melissa Jefferson looks as if she's first. And as expected, Sasha Lee Forbes, as of now, misses out. So Melissa Jefferson, representing the US of A, was first in the first of 3 semifinals. Amazing run by her, running out of lane 4. Talu next to Swoboda and Kambunji, leaving everything on the track. But as I told you guys, never write off Kambunji, as she looks as if she crept in. So for now, looks as if it's Jefferson first, Marie-José Talu in second, and Mujinga Kambunji in third. 10.99 first place, 11.01 second place, and 11.05 for third place. So that's 1, 2, 3 for you. So Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, who was supposed to be in lane 5, makes her way back. She will not be starting. Again, confirming Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, the Jamaican sprint queen, will not be lining up in semi-final number 2 of the 100 meters for women. So again, no Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. No Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in semi-final number 2 as we await confirmation of the reason behind that. Anyway, so semi-final number 2, the starters are as follows. Rosemary Chukwuma in lane 1, Bree Masters, lane 2, Imani Lansiko, lane 3, Gina Bass, lane 4. Julian Alfred runs out to lane 6 as lane 5 is left vacant since Shelley will not be competing. Shakara Richardson runs out to lane 7. Patricia van der Vieken, lane 8. And Gladimar Torres, lane 9. So those are your starters for semifinal number 2. We're not sure what the reason behind Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce not competing as yet. Remember, she didn't get to put in her warm-up because she was blocked from entry. I don't know if that played a role, but we're still waiting on confirmation. I'll have confirmation very soon too. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. We're waiting. We're waiting on the confirmation, and I'm sure I'll have it within the next 5 minutes or so. All right, big shout out to all 2,700 of our viewers who are tuned in right now. Remember, smash the like button and subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. All right. In the comment section, Douglas Anderson, keep the fire going. Mini Mike O'Neill, keep it going. Lisa Roberts, again, I know disappointing. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, some may say, was our best hope of securing a medal in the Olympic finals for the 100 meters. Again, I'm not sure if that's the reason. You know, people have their workout routine or what have you prior to races. That's why they come to the athletes village a little bit earlier so they can go through the routine. Is it a case where Shelly didn't get the opportunity to perform her routine or to go through the proper warm-up methods in preparation for this race? We don't know. We're still waiting for word from the journalists and the analysts who are there, and then we will see. Okay. All right. So confirmation, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce will not be competing in the semi-final of the women's 100 meters. So heat number 2 will not have, or semi-final number 2 will not have a Jamaican representative. The starters, Rosemary Chukwuma, Bree Masters, Imani Lansiko, Gina Bass. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce has left lane number 5 vacant. But in lane number 6, we still have Julian Alfred. For now, lane number 7 is Saint Shakara Richardson. And in lane number 8, we have Patricia van der Vieken. Lane number 9, we have Gladimar Torres. Yeah, folks, I was trying to get some update. For you guys. Unfortunately, we don't have anything as yet. Folks are just disappointed. Folks are just disappointed. Made a couple calls just now to see if I could hear what's happening over there in Paris. But she withdrew herself. She pulled up because disappointed. Yeah, everyone's disappointed. Yeah, she was locked out and she was out there for a minute too. Sha'Carri Richardson was also locked out, but Sha'Carri was also locked out. But as of now, it's showing that Sha'Carri is going to compete. So I don't know the reason behind it. How long? Well, we want to hear why she's not running. That's the update we're looking for. That's the update we're looking for. All right, so the athletes are ready. So Gladimar Torres, lane number 9. Sha'Carri is in the blocks, cameras fixed on her. No Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, as we said, she will not be starting this race for whatever reason. We're still waiting to find out what the reasons behind that are. But Julian Alfred is next to Sha'Carri Richardson. 2 fastest this year. Let's see what they have in store for us. I know not as exciting. Set. And they're off. So Julian Alfred, Sha'Carri Richardson had some work to do. Julian Alfred in the lead as Sha'Carri is powering through to keep up with her. Julian Alfred wins it. 10.84 seconds for now. Sha'Carri Richardson is second. And as I mentioned before, those two, Julian Alfred and Sha'Carri Richardson, they'll be the ones battling it out come the finals. So Sha'Carri in second, Julian Alfred in first. This is semi-final number 2 as Alfred makes her way back to the locker room. She's not fazed by the time. She knows there's more to come. My phone is blowing up, people. My phone is blowing up. People constantly asking the reason for Shelly not competing. But as I said, I'm going to make some checks. So what happens is, and for those who are asking, based on what Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce said, there are athletes who do not stay in the athletes' village, and we've seen it. For example, right now the entire US basketball team that's at the Olympics, they don't stay in the athletes' village, right? So Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, we know she's a superstar, so kind of star power as well. She doesn't stay in the athletes' village. What that means is her coming to the training ground here, or to the warm-up area, she is not coming in the team bus, right? She was able to access the area yesterday, and this is, again, everything that we're saying now is based on what Shelly said when she was asked the question. Someone videoed her, they were asking her the question. She said, yesterday they were able to access the area. Today they're saying the rules have changed. They don't have access to the area. And that's the situation with Sha'Carri and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. These are two superstars. One would assume that it's a similar case for Sha'Carri Richards. Maybe she doesn't stay in the athletes' village. And as a result, when they come, by whether it's via the personal transport or whatnot, they're not allowed entry in there, right? They're not allowed entry in there. Give me a sec. Let me do some more check. for those in the comment section who are saying these things about Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, remember, she's been there and she's done that. She's been on the podium multiple times. Those who are saying she was afraid, my question to you is, afraid of whom? Because none of the athletes that you're saying she's afraid of has actually done a fraction of what she's done. So she's experienced enough to know how to maneuver the pressure of being the underdog, as she was in this particular situation. So we won't entertain those. We won't entertain those. Sha'Carri Richardson was second. Julian Alfred first. Let's remember, fastest times outside of the top two fastest times will progress as well. So let me share my screen. All right, let's share the screen. Let me know if you can see the screen. So semifinal number 1, we had Melissa Jefferson out of the United States winning it with 10.99. In second place, we have Marie-Josée Toulouse out of Cote d'Ivoire finishing second. In third place was Mujinga Kambundji, who's as of now waiting to see if 11.05 will be enough to take her to the next round. In the second semifinal, Julian Alfred with 10.84 was first. In second place, we had Sha'Carri Richardson with 10.89 for second. Remember, Gina Bass, 11.10. That's not enough to progress as of now. So as of now, unless the third place athlete in the next race is slower than 11.10, one of the two places has been taken by Mujinga Kambundji. Now we're on to the final semifinal. So the third of 3 semifinals in the 100 meters for women. The starters, and let's scroll down real quick. We have Leah Bertrand running out of lane 1, representing Trinidad and Tobago, the Twin Island Republic. In lane 2, we have Carolina Manasova, Czech Republic. Lane 3, Zoe Hobbs, representing New Zealand. In lane 4, we have Daryl Nita, Great Britain. Lane 5, Audrey Leduc. As I said, she ran her national record and a personal best in the first round, 10.95. Does she have anything else left in the tank? We shall see. Tia Clayton runs out to lane 6, the Jamaican teenager who has set the world on fire this year. Twanisha Terry in lane 7, right next to Tia Clayton, and I expect the matchup to be between those two, as well as Daryl Nita will have something to say about that. Gina Luken-Kemper, representing Germany, runs out to lane 8, and last but not least, representing Belgium, Delphine Encanta. So let's see what semifinal number 3 has in store for us. And remember, folks, what we're going to do after we've completed the semifinal, we're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back with coverage of the final. Okay? We'll be back with coverage of the final. I think, yeah, we won't be away for too long, maybe 10-15 minutes break, and then we continue. Okay? All right. So 3,000 on the live stream. We love to see it. We love to see it. And I expect even more to be back for the finals. TT Terry next to Tia Clayton. Tia and TT. It's raining teas today. 2024 Olympics on Mars. All right, so the athletes are getting ready. Radiant. I'm so sorry for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Tia is on. Okay. Anyway, so the athletes are on their marks now. Yeah. So, as some have said before, Jamaica's best chance of getting a gold medal, looking quite impressive again as Kemgambia Gina Bass qualified. We're waiting to see what the time is, but Tia Clayton, as we said, she has a lot more to offer, and don't be surprised if she's on the podium come the final. Massive run from Tia Clayton, I must say. 50 meters in, she shut it down and she won by a distance. 10.89 for Tia Clayton. All right, so Tia Clayton doing it for an entire nation there. As Tia Clayton doing it for an entire nation as the likes of Mujinga Kambunji and co, they watch on. So looks as if Mujinga Kambunji is going to progress as well. But Tia Clayton, I must say, 50 meters in, she put those afterburners on. Wow, giving me goosebumps. So Tia Clayton, the only Jamaican who will be going to the final of the 100 meters for women. Twanisha Terry chasing shadows as Tia left her eating dust. So TT Terry, 11.07 seconds. What that means is Mujinga Kambunji's 11.05 was good enough for a place in the final. So those who are going to the final, we have Julian Alfred, Shakara Richardson, Tia Clayton, Daryl Nita, Melissa Jefferson, Marie-Jose Tolu, Mujinga Kambunji, and TT Terry. So one Jamaican, 3 Americans, Julian Alfred representing St. Lucia, and we have Mujinga Kambunji and Daryl Nita representing Europe in the final of the 100 meters for women. So Shakari, Alfred, Tia Clayton, who has the best time. So Julian Alfred was the fastest qualifier. Okay, so 10.84. Julian Alfred qualified with 10.84. That was the fastest time. Tia Clayton, her first Olympics, folks. Remember, first Olympics, still a teenager. She's in the finals of the 100 meters for women. First Olympics, and man, what an Olympics she's having. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to provide folks with an update on what's to come, and then afterwards we will take a short break, and then we'll be back for the 100 meters women's final. Sounds good? All right, let's see. All right, time. All right, so the time is now 2:15. we have the semifinal that just happened. We have a triple jump coming up at 2:20. And then 2:55, we have the 4x4. So what we're going to do real quick, we're going to take a short break and we will be back at 2:45. We'll be back at 2:45 to cover the 4x4 as well as the 100-meter final for women. 100-meter final for women starts at 3:20 my time. My time now is 2:15. So just about an hour from now, we will have the 100-meter final for women. Okay. Anyway, big shout out everyone. Thanks for tuning in for this semifinal coverage. We're gonna do some checks right now, and we will be back with some information within the hour. Remember, we're gonna do the 4x4, and then we're gonna do the 100 meters for women afterwards. So I'll see you shortly. Take care of myself. Get something to eat, get a drink as we return within the hour with more track and field coverage. All right, big up.